It's fairly easy to see the intersection of two lines when we have a graph. For example, this one here, we have x is 2 and y is 4 because that's where our two lines meet at the coordinates 2, 4. But what about if we don't have a graph? What do we do then? That's where simultaneous equations comes into play. All simultaneous equations is, at the end of the day, is finding out where the intersection of where two linear lines meet. First of all, let's go over some terminology that we need to know. So we need to know what the word coefficient means. So a coefficient is just the number in front of the term. So for example, this one here, 2x squared, our coefficient is 2. With 3x, our coefficient is 3. So it's just the number in front of the letter. Wait, are you enjoying these mini lessons? Well, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you. Second of all, tutors rely on a lot of word of mouth references and recommendations to be able to get any work in. So anyone who's watching this, if you could suggest Math Mastery with Greg to anybody that you know that is of age between 14 to 18, GCSE, Higher and Foundation and A levels, it would be massively appreciated. Let's get back to the video. Let's go through our simultaneous equation. So our equation is 4x plus 2y is equal to 10 and 5x plus 3y is equal to 12. So we've got our two linear equations here and I'm going to label them 1 and 2. With simultaneous equations, there is a lot of structure to it. So being able to just label them makes it easier for us in the future so we know what we're doing. Our second step is to make the coefficients of the x's the same. So right now we have 4x and 5x from our first and second equations. We have to find the lowest common multiple of these and then multiply the entire equations by how to get there. So for example, 4 and 5, our lowest common multiple is 20. So we'd need to times our entire top equation by 5 and our entire bottom equation by 4. Multiplying by these numbers gives us 20x plus 10y is equal to 50 and 20x plus 12y is equal to 48. Our coefficient of the x's are now the same. We're going to label these 3 and 4, again to not confuse ourselves later on. We're going to cancel out the x's and solve for y. This will give us 2y is equal to minus 2 when we do the equation of 4, when we do the equation of 4 minus the equation of 3, and we get y is equal to negative 1. Our last step, now that we know that y is minus 1, we can sub that into either our first or second equation. For this one here, I'm just going to sub it into our first one. So we get 4x minus 2 is equal to 10, and solving for this we get x is equal to 3. So our answer is x is 3 and y is minus 1.